Okay, so in this video we're going to look at product analysis, so looking at a range of products on the market, and we're going to be thinking about why we look at products and what you can learn from this. So we're going to start with looking at similar products currently on sale. So this is going to be quite an overview type of page that you might do. So you'll see I've just collected together some images of current products, and this is looking just at the sort of overall features of the products. So in green, you've got the essential things identified, and in blue, you've got things that are a bit more desirable. Okay, so highlighted are things like the weight, the fact that it has to fix to accommodate your head size, the fact that it has to easily open and conform to certain safety standards. In blue, you've got more things that you might consider to be a unique selling point, such as one of them folds completely flat, one can be personalized, and one has its own fabric pouch that you can easily carry it around with. So now I know that these are key features of current products on the market, and I think they seem to be some of them quite essential factors in a successful design. So I'm going to have to consider incorporating the most important ones into my technical requirements, and then identify a unique selling point of my own. So that would be a kind of overview type product analysis page. Next, we're going to look at looking at a product in more depth. So this is something that you are going to have to do with at least one product. Okay, so again, why and what can you learn from this? Well, I would say that product analysis, the main reason to do one is that it enables you to understand important materials, processes, economic and aesthetic decisions which are required before any product can be designed and manufactured. So it's really very important. Okay, so this is an example of quite an in-depth product analysis. So you're taking it apart here, all your photographs of your disassembly, which you've all done before. You've got a very kind of basic Access FM in the middle here, and then you've also got a bit more detail on the manufacturing. So that is a really important part of this. Okay, so you really want to try and figure out how certain products have been manufactured. So I was able to Google this and actually find it out quite quickly and easily. And then certain areas have been highlighted that are then going to be useful later on in when you start to think about making a prototype versus actually manufacturing a product, which is something you'll need to think about a lot later down the line. Okay, so here's a bit more depth in this one. So sort of looking at the different types of materials involved, even going as far as to visit a bike store and speak to the people who work in the bike store, try on different helmets. So it's just going that little bit further that will really give you a much more valuable insight into a product, and really start to analyze and think about what you need to be including in your technical requirements. Okay, the last one is looking at other types of products. Now, this is something that a lot of people forget to do, but it's actually really valuable. Okay, so none of these are bike helmets, but the point of this one was to look at other folding designs. So if this is going to be a folding bike helmet that's being designed, then you'd really want to look at other folding products and how those are constructed, what types of materials are used, things like that. So whilst this is quite surface, there's not a lot of detail in here. It's just a kind of first step in going and then investigating some of these folding techniques. So don't feel that you only have to look at the same product as you think you're going to be designing. Try and look at as wide a range of products as possible and try to think more along the lines of materials, manufacturing techniques, unique sort of design features and things like that. Just to recap, so you do need to have an in-depth product analysis. That might easily go over 2 pages if you're really doing it thoroughly. And you'll probably also end up, and some of you may have already done, a more kind of surface product analysis of just what's on the market. And then just finally, make sure that you look at other types of products as well.